It's another package. Now, there is something to learn from this company here. So I spoke to Emily from Al Haramain. I spoke to her on Saturday. It is now Tuesday, and I've already got this whopping great package. But yeah, companies that then have like orders that you have to wait like 2 to 3 weeks for, sort it out and take note, because it obviously can be done. I'm already so impressed. I literally cannot wait to just get this open. I need a knife. 1 minute. Oosh. Let's just go down there. I know you're not supposed to cut towards you, but who cares? Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that knife because I'm only gonna like sit on it. 4 corners, distribution limited. It hasn't actually got a message on there, it's just... I've got like these plates of polystyrene all over the place. That's gonna make such a mess. This is like heavy duty. I now need my knife back, don't I? Oh. We finally got there. Haramain Portfolio Neroli Canvas. I'm already enjoying this a hell of a lot. Right, let's open this up. Ooh, wow. This is really nice. This is a leather case with then embossed on the front. You've just got the portfolio collection just there. And let's flip this up. Nice, what is this? Ooh, it's like leather. This reminds me a lot of like the Killian boxes. This is heavy, this. Presentation to this is like boss. Neroli Canvas. What does that mean? Well, Neroli, I think of like a soapy, citrusy scent, but I'm sure that this company does like ouds in a massive way. Wow, that's a heavy cap. Right, let's do it. Distribution's really good. That is boss. This fragrance, just off the bat, this is Neroli in a massive way. It's citrusy, it's vigorating, it's light. Not a fragrance that I would have expected considering the dark look to this bottle. And I know that packaging is packaging and what really matters is the stuff inside. Just I thought that this would be maybe like a classic freshie, or would be something a little bit darker, or maybe just quite masculine. This is actually quite light. It is powerful, and there is a slight spiciness in the background that just gives it a little bit of depth. That is amazing. So this is the 75ml bottle, and on the website this goes for £100, which actually I think is a pretty decent price. I've had a look around and there are a few places that you can actually buy this fragrance online. Now, funnily enough, Amazon is selling this, however it's £150. If you go onto the Al Haramain website, they are selling it for £100. So, in my opinion, I would just buy it directly from them. All you need to do, go onto your search engine and just type in Neroli Canvas. Up comes the Neroli Canvas page on the Al Haramain website as the first thing. Then click on it and it is there. Just simply add to cart and then pop your details in. Done. This is definitely a fragrance that I am going to be going to in the summer. I probably wouldn't wear too much of it at the moment, although I am going to be wearing it tomorrow to see how this lasts. And I've got to say, I think that it probably does give Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino a little bit of a run for its money. What I'm going to do as like a little experiment is I'm going to spray Neroli Portofino on one hand, and then I'm going to have Neroli Canvas on the other hand, and I'm going to see how they both match up. Neroli Portofino is quite well known, whereas I think that this is probably a little bit more niche. I'd be very interested to see how they both perform side by side. All I can say is, Emily, thank you so much. I would like to try some of their ouds, because I think that I, on the whole, am not a massive fan of oud, but I do think that this company might sway me. So I'm going to check back in a little while just to give you guys a little bit more of a review of how this dries down, and also then give my rating. I'll see you in a bit. So it's now Boxing Day. Guys, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And now I'm going to be leaving my families to now head up to Liverpool, where I can then go back to my flat, but also to then spend time with Rach. I'm going to go and pack, and I will see you guys in Liverpool. Good morning. Hey guys, how's it going? So, sorry that I didn't get back to you yesterday. I was so tired from yesterday that I was just like, yeah, do you know what? I can't do this. I can't sit in front of a camera. So anyway, let's crack on with this, and I'm gonna share with you what my impressions were of this fragrance, but also what my impressions were against Neroli Portofino by Tom Ford. It's like one of those Russian dolls, like you keep unboxing it and there's just more layers. So yesterday I tried on Neroli Portofino and Neroli Canvas to see what the differences were. The big thing about Neroli Portofino, which I have mentioned in previous videos, has been the longevity. The longevity on Neroli Portofino is poor to say the least, and I was thinking, is this gonna be in the same category? The longevity on Neroli Canvas I thought was far superior to Neroli Portofino. The fragrance is heavier at the start, which then means that the longevity of it, even though Neroli as a note in perfumery doesn't last all that long, it had something a little bit more heavy duty to start with, if that makes sense. The overall projection of both of the fragrances I thought were fantastic for the first half an hour. However, Neroli Portofino died, whereas this kept on going for an extra half an hour. So this got about an hour's worth of good projection. This was a little bit more woodsy, a little bit more spicy, a little bit more masculine. Neroli Portofino had more of a floral aspect, and it was a little bit more girly. After 3 hours, this did start to die. However, Neroli Portofino had gone, died, finito, buried, fini, end, done. All of those. This, even though it was faint, it still was there. So today I'm going to be testing out this fragrance of what I get overall, but also I am then going to be doing a review of this fragrance to see what the scoring is. So as soon as you spray it, you get that real burst of zesty lemon that is so invigorating and so bright and so fresh. Also, you get a slight soapiness in the background. Anyway, I'm gonna check back with you in an hour's time to let you know what the mid notes are like. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so it has been around about 45 minutes, and so I'm now into the mid of this fragrance. What I get is a little bit of lemon still. It's still there, it's just not as vibrant. That soapiness has come out, and that is now being quite a huge player in this. Also though, I'm getting some woodsy spiciness in the background, which is giving this a little bit more depth and body. It is still projecting really well, so like, I'm waving my hands around and I'm still smelling it around me, which is a good sign. So I'm going to check back with you in another couple of hours to then see how this dries down. Okay, so it's now been around about 3 hours since I then sprayed this. It has now lost its zestiness, I think. Mostly it is now soapy in the background with then woodsy spiciness, giving it just a little bit more of that energy. I'm struggling to smell it on my skin, but I think that that's probably because I've gone a little bit nose blind. However, Rach, she can still smell it. I would say now in the dry down, this is giving more of a masculine edge. Before, with the citrus and it being really, really fruity and vibrant, I would say that anybody could wear this. However, now in the dry down, I'm starting to feel like it is slightly pulling over to the more masculine side. Right, so let's just get to the review, shall we? Number 1, presentation. The presentation, I mean, it's an easy point. Now, with the box, you know you're in for some serious quality. It's then got this sort of matte finish black with then the logo on the front. Then, when you open it up, you are then presented with the Portfolio box. Now, the box is magnetized at the bottom, and then you flip that up, and then nestled will then be your pouch. This is plastic, and at the back, to not scratch the perfume bottle or to not put marks into the leather pouch, you've then got a little bit of velvet at the back there. The front of this is leather with then the logo embossed on the front, and on the back it is just plain leather. However, on the side, in keeping with the box, you've then got this glossy, plasticky finish. The pouch has these drawstrings just to then keep the pouch all nice and secure. On the front, it's just got a little placard in metal with the logo. Very, very nice. And so then you open it up and then you get to the bottle. The bottle just screams masculine, but it also looks really, really premium. Like, this looks like a real quality piece of work. The cap, it's really heavy. Like, the cap is solid metal. On the top of the cap, you have then got the logo. On the front, you have then got the logo in metal as well. The bottle itself is a really dark black. The atomizer to this is fantastic. It yields a really, really nice amount of juice. It is such an easy point. Like, I don't think I've given an easier point to the presentation for a fragrance. Number 2, performance. I've already spoken a little bit about the performance, and it is good. I get 4-5 hours on my skin. The projection around about an hour. But obviously you have got to take into account that everybody's skin is different, and what I get might not be what you guys get. I think that for a summer fragrance through and through, this is a brilliant, brilliant performer. So it gets a point for its performance. Number 3, target audience. I do think that it is unisex. However, it looks like it is marketed at men. I think that that is just because of like the black box and it looking very, very masculine, but the scent itself I do think has a unisex quality. The spiciness there does make it lean more onto the masculine side, but only slightly. Age, I think anybody of any age could wear this. So yeah, I think that it gets a point for its target audience. Number 4, versatility. The versatility to this, I think, is where it lets itself down. Now, I don't think that this is a problem per se, because they've marketed it as a summer fragrance. That is exactly what you get in the bottle. I don't think you're going to be able to wear this at all times throughout the year. I think that there is only going to be a finite amount of time which you would then properly utilize this fragrance. Now, it seems harsh, but I don't think I could wholeheartedly give it a point for its versatility, just because that is not what this fragrance is here to do. Number 5, uniqueness. It is so likened to Neroli Portofino, and so therefore I can't give it a point for it being unique. Even though it is different than Neroli Portofino, and in many aspects is better than Neroli Portofino, I can't honestly give it a point for its uniqueness just because they are very, very similar. Like, you would have to be hard pushed to smell them both and then say, yep, that is definitely Neroli Portofino, yep, that is definitely Neroli Canvas. So it doesn't get a point for its uniqueness. So overall, that gives Neroli Canvas a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 for an all-out summer fragrance when it's winter at the moment. That is an awesome score. This is a fantastic fragrance, and if you get the chance to go out and smell this, I would highly recommend it. Once again, I would like to give a huge thank you to Emily for sending me this fragrance. If not for you, I would not have known your fantastic fragrance brand, and I really look forward to smelling a few more in your collection, so thank you once again. That is my review of Neroli Canvas. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and if you have not done so already, check us out on Instagram just to see what we are getting up to on a day-to-day basis, and also hit that big subscribe button. Hope you have a lovely new year, and I will be back with some more content very shortly. See you later, guys.